We traveled to Cologne, Germany for the first time to experience not one, but 6 different Christmas markets, each with unique theming, tons of holiday cheer, and oh yeah, lots of glühwein. Come along as we explore each one and give you our tips for making the most of your trip.
Hey everyone, we're in Cologne, Germany for the weekend to visit the Christmas markets.
There are 6 Christmas markets here in Cologne. We were most excited about the 7th, but it did not open this year. Apparently, it was the gay Christmas market. Clearly, it was already going to be our favorite, but it did not happen this year.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We're really excited to see these, and make sure to stay to the end of the video where we'll share our 5 tips to make the most of your German Christmas market experience.
Let's go!
We had originally planned on taking the inner city express train from the Netherlands to Cologne, but due to the train strikes, we had to make a last-minute pivot and drive. It was an easy drive overall, and we were greeted on arrival by this amazing view of the Cologne Cathedral Christmas market from our hotel room. This was the first market we visited as soon as we wrapped up our work for the week. The Cathedral Market is located on Roncaleplatz, and as the name suggests, in the shadow of the famous Cologne Cathedral. There are 2 parts to this market. There's the large main section with the giant Christmas tree shooting strings of lights out in a giant star shape over the booths and stage below. Close by, you'll find a smaller section where you can see the Christmas pyramid. This was the part we could see from our hotel room. This market contains over 130 stalls of arts, crafts, food, drink, and even social and non-profit organizations. Directly below the tree, you'll find a large stage where various shows and events take place during the season. Fancy your photo under a giant sprig of mistletoe? And it was finally time for the first glühwein of the weekend. Prost!
Toast.
Next, we took a short walk over to Heinzels Winter Fairy Tale between the Hoomarkt and the Altermarkt in the Old Town. This was Tori's favorite market and by far one of the most unique. It's the home of the Heinzelmännchen, little gnome-like creatures who do the housework during the night so the residents can be lazy during the day. You'll find these little gnomes or elves represented all over the grounds. This market, like the others, included many different stands with crafts, food, and drink. What makes it unique is the ice skating rink and curling lanes surrounding an alpine lodge in the middle of the market. It was here we also had our first taste of Reibekuchen.
Nice. What are these called? These are like the potato pancake things they make. They're deep fried. I got mine with applesauce. Try this out. Oh man. Really hot. Really crispy. Potatoey. Absolutely delicious. This is one of the favorite things I've had so far.
Our third stop of the night brought us to the Angels Market, located in the New Markt, to the west of the city center. This market is known for its angelic white lights in the trees above. It's also one of the original markets that restarted the Christmas market boom in Cologne back in the 70s. This market definitely felt a bit smaller than the previous two. Still, it was filled with stands of crafts, gifts, food, and drinks, along with 3 different glühwein stands. These puppets are from the Hanneskin Theater, a traditional puppet theater located in Cologne. They partner with the market every year to give away a performance to more than 300 children.
Glühwein number 2 at the Angels Market.
These waffles looked too good not to try.
It's a little dumb.
And it can be some
Do I have it?
It's like a religious experience.
Our fourth and final-ish market of the night was a Nikolausdorf, or Nicholas Village. As you might expect, this Christmas market, located in the Rudolfplatz, was themed after a particular jolly old man in a red suit. In the center of the market, you'll find Santa's Workshop, where they have activities and crafts for children during the day. Before Tori gets her next glass of mulled wine, here's how the glasses work. When you purchase a drink, you pay a deposit for the glass, typically 2 to 5 euros, depending on the glass. When you return the glass, you get your deposit back. You can also opt out to keep the glass as a souvenir. We came home with several of them.
Alright, we're here at St. Nicholas Marked. St. Nicholas Christmas Market. And I got the glass. And I went for the white wine this time. I've never had a white glue wine before, so I'll try it out. Yeah, it's a bit different than the red, right? It's and there's like the red's like very full-bodied and spicy, and this one, I don't know, just different. That is good. I think I like the red better. But this mug is absolutely adorable.
With work, driving to Germany, and several hours of walking around, we were pretty beat. We made our way back to the hotel, but first stopped back at the Cathedral Market for some tasty snacks to bring up to the room.
Alright, so I got the pasta that they make in like an actual wheel of Parmesan. They cook it, they cook it in a pan. They dump the Parmesan, toss it around, get nice and cheesy. Got the Italian version that has tomato, rucola, it's like some kind of balsamic on it. Wow, pretty good. Not as hot as I thought it would be, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, Danny.
I got some very hot, over-seasoned French fries. The market carried on late into the evening, well past closing time. For day 2, we decided to first take the train 30 minutes to Bonn, Germany to experience the market there. We also visited the inside of the cathedral. It's the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe and a World Heritage Site. It's also a truly stunning place to visit. Highly recommend. We returned to Cologne in the afternoon to visit the last 2 markets. However, it was at this point where that famous Northern European winter weather decided to show up. Cologne has a hop-on, hop-off train-themed tram you can hire that circles between 5 of the 6 markets. The Harbour Christmas Market is located next to the Rhine River on the grounds of the Chocolate Museum. This is a smaller market with nautical theming. There's a large Ferris wheel located on the grounds as well, so in nicer weather, it could be a fun way to see the city from above.
Harbour Christmas Market, and it's time for another cup of, this time it's punch, I guess. It tastes like blue wine. But it's good. Cheers.
Definitely the best cup. Maybe.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones. That says Prosty on it. Or Prost.
the rain was really coming down, so we didn't stay too long. We still had one more market to see. We hopped on the subway and traveled over to the Cologne Stadtgarten. To be honest, this wasn't our favorite market. It's quite small, as it's held in the beer garden of the park's main restaurant. It probably also didn't help that we were quite soaked by this point. The market had a kind of food court area where many of the food stalls were located. Tori tried an overpriced grilled cheese sandwich, mostly because of the funny names, after which we left in search of drier conditions and a proper dinner. Well, we're back home and we had an amazing time. As promised, here are 5 tips to make the most of your German Christmas market trip.
Number 1, come prepared for the weather. We had 3 different seasons on our 2.5 days in Cologne. First day was lovely but cold. Second day started out nice but turned into a monsoon. And the third day was like hurricane strength winds. That wasn't that bad, but it was really, really windy.
Number 2, do not bring buggies, prams, baby carriages, dog carts, unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, it gets really, really crowded, especially at night. So that's your tip number 3. Visit earlier in the day or during weekdays to avoid the crowds. In the evenings, the locals get off work, they come to the market. It gets standing room only. You're kind of like shuffling through people just to get through. If you had a buggy, it'd be a nightmare.
And that is why Lainey stayed home.
Yeah.
Tip number 4, bring cash. There are some stalls that will take PIN, but for the most part, you're gonna have more success if you bring cash with you.
Yeah, especially the drink vendors, because the whole deposit refund for the mugs. You see these lovely mugs here? Cash just works better because they'll just give you euros back. Mm-hmm. Number 5, there's an amazing Facebook group called the Magical Christmas Markets of Europe. I highly recommend you join that because there are a bunch of people in that group that have been to different markets, asking lots of questions, get a lot of information, tips, tricks, etc. It's a really valuable place for information, and we'll drop that in the comments below.
If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps us out building this small channel. Join us next time as we head to the Christmas market in Bonn, Germany.
Doei!